I've been trying to figure out how to talk about this topic for 2 days. The title of this video, the thumbnail on this video is not clickbait. It is 100% accurate. I could have very easily lost my life 2 days ago. I know two people who did lose their life, one of them being my best friend, his cousin was shot, and her friend unfortunately passed away from a mass shooting that took place just on the other side of the city that I live in, and I was there. Everything in this video that I'm about to talk about is the 100% truth, and I still don't know how to talk about this topic, man, so I'm just hitting the record button. I'm gonna talk about it because we have to spread this message, bro. Modern black culture has to end. Hit the like button because my videos are not being promoted across YouTube. I have a low like count on my videos, but this message can be spread if y'all hit the like button right now. Rest in peace to everybody that lost their life, everybody that was shot, and everybody else that was affected either directly or indirectly by this senseless violence. Let's get into the video.
I never would have thought that something this close to home could happen.
A neighborhood park in Conway is now a crime scene after during a party Sunday night. Thank you for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Faith Woodard.
And I'm Rolly Hoyt. 2 people are dead. 9 others are hurt, and there are a number of questions left unanswered almost 24 hours later. THV 11's Rebecca Brown has followed this story since it started.
Rebecca, what are police saying and how are people in Conway feeling after this death shooting?
Faith and Rolly, I've reached out to Conway police multiple times, asking the tough questions the community is desperate to have answered. The biggest one, am I safe? So far, the police haven't shared any information about a suspect, not even a person of interest. The people living by the park describe the scene as chaotic, traumatic, and unforgettable.
It's going to be something that's going to affect everybody in this area for a long time. And if they get over it, it's going to take them a while because it's shocking.
What began as a night of celebration quickly turned into chaos and heartbreak Sunday night as gunfire erupted at a party full of hundreds of people at 5th Avenue Park in Conway.
And to know that that party was not meant to be that, I think it was a lot of college kids having a good time, and it started out as a really good time. And to see that it turned into what it did is just really sad.
2 lives lost, 9 more injured by gunfire. Nicole Wise Pruitt, who lives just across the street, says she's never seen anything so heartbreaking.
You could see officers trying to resuscitate people and then stopping, and we knew that, things probably weren't good at that point. There were some young women who were out here and their friends were trying to pull them back over to this way, probably where their cars were parked, and heard some of them saying, "Jesse's gone." And it's just something I won't forget. It was really sad.
Jerry Evans, a retired Army veteran with PTSD, says the gunfire triggered old trauma, forcing him to barricade himself inside his home.
All that and that post-traumatic stress just kicked in, and it really, really affected me a lot, and it still affected me a lot. And that's why this is the first time I come out, and it's now 12:35, and I've been in there, trying to deal with it. Couldn't sleep.
Evans says his first instinct was simple: survive.
This is one of the biggest reasons I have considered myself for a number of years now as not somebody that's pro-black, as a lot of people that look like me consider themselves. I consider myself as pro-truth. Bro, what's the truth? And the truth is our culture is trash, bro. It's trash. When you look at the video of all the people that's out there partying, you see no white people. You see no Indian people. You see no Asian people, bro. You see no Arabian people. You see African Americans, man. You see us. Yes, it's a lot of young people. Yes, a lot of them are gang affiliated, but it's still us that's doing it to us. You can't blame it on white people. This is the situation. This is what happened. I was on my way to a birthday party, which is about 30 minutes outside of the city. I found out the night before, which was Friday, I found out that night that earlier that day, I had missed this really, really big event at something called Tulsa Park. It's a different part of the location, a different location in the city. And a friend of mine who rides his motorcycle throughout the state was like, bro, y'all missed like one of the biggest events I've ever seen in Conway. He said, I would have said easily 1,000 people. And I'm one of those people, if there's no question, if I find out an event like that is happening and I'm free, yes, it's going to be people out there that's much, much younger than me. You say, what are you doing? You're too old to be out there. It's not about trying to turn up with the YNs and all of that. That's not what I'm out there to do. I'm going to have a good time, but I'm a really community-based person, and we don't have enough of those in the black community. So whenever they happen, I try to at least be around, show my face, be affiliated with the people that's in the community, build some sort of bond, which again, I get it. I'm learning that you just can't do that anymore. So because I'm keeping that in mind, here we are Saturday, and I'm on my way to a birthday party, and I see the park, and I see all these cars, all these people, and I was like, oh snap, it looked like Friday all over again. I'm not gonna miss this one. Well, I kind of have to, because I got a birthday party that I got to get to 30 minutes away. But this is what I'm gonna do. I swung by there, saw that it was a lot of younger people, but I went ahead and decided, I was like, I gotta go. I'm already running late to the party, but I'm gonna call my best friend, one of my best friends. I'm literally gonna call him, and I'm gonna tell him, hey bro, I'm not gonna be able to stay out here, but you can pull up. Let me know how it goes. And if you can, ask somebody, like, how do they organize these events where they get so many people to come out? Find out for me. I'll literally put the text on the screen. He responded to me with some effect of, all right, bro, I'm probably going to pull up out there. It was at 5th Avenue Park in Conway, Arkansas. About 2.5 hours later, I'm finishing up the dinner with another good friend of mine in Little Rock, Arkansas. And the friend that I had told to go to the park calls me. He's like, hey, bro. And I was like, yeah, what's up, man? He said, man, that party that you told me to go, that event at the park you told me to go to earlier. And I was like, yeah, bro, it was a lot of folk like they was having fun, man. How did that go? And he was like, yeah, bro, they started shooting out there, man. And I can hear in his voice that something just wasn't right. And I was like, oh, bro, that's crazy, man. Like, and before I can even get it out, he goes, yeah, bro, and my cousin was one of the people that got shot, man. And his voice was trembling like I ain't never heard a dude talk like that before. He's on his way to the hospital. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm on my way to the hospital now. I'm meeting my family. My family coming down here, bro. I said, how's your cousin doing? Is she okay? Is she gonna? He was like, I don't know. I'm on my way to the hospital now to figure it out. He said, but that's not it, bro. Her friend that was out there with her, man, she got shot in the face and she passed away. He was like, bro, I'm so hot right now. And I've since seen reports. It says that, I'm seeing conflicting reports, man. I'm seeing that 2 people were unalived, and I think I know the 2 people that's definitively been unalived. One of them being my cousin, my best friend's cousin's friend. And then there's another guy I'm going to get to that I know. He lost his sister, and he posted on social media. He knows who I am. I know who he is. I've reached out and sent my condolences. But I'm seeing other reports that there were as many as 5 people that were unalived. 11 people were hit. There's a video that's circulating. There's several videos and photos circling across the internet. One of them being a guy walking around with this semi-automatic rifle with a mask on. It's like, bro, what's the purpose of doing that? They're going to figure out who you is, bro. There's too many people out there that saw you. There's too many people out there that know who you are. Whether you the person that did this or you were out there to defend yourself, I don't know what you would be doing out there with that weapon to begin with. I just don't get it. My best friend is on the phone telling me, he's like, bro, man, I don't know if you've been on Facebook, and I don't get on Facebook like that anymore. And he was like, well, it's a video that's circling across Facebook, bro. They was dancing and turning up. It was about 15 guns in the video, bro. They was turning up and dancing with these pistols in the air. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. I'm gonna exit out his name out of respect for him and his family. But this is what he said. It's always been us, T. You effed me up so bad I can't shake these. These dudes made me watch it. T, I'm sorry I couldn't do nothing to help you. Baby, please forgive your little brother. I love you, girl. We 10 months apart. We graduated together, went to college together. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't have made it this far. Mama made you do my work for me. T, this hurt like a mud, and I can't unsee it, baby. I can't stop crying. Yet I never be okay. Mama, your baby coming home to you. I can't put R.I.P. by your name, baby. This just ain't right. Why you? Why not me? Cause you was innocent. I done F so many people over, God, and you take sis. I guess you making me pay. This ain't right. Cause my twin, your little brother, love you. We gonna sin for you. Man, again, I already sent my condolences to him. I'm sure he's seen it. But I gotta say, like, this right here is going to perpetuate just a circle of violence. It's just not gonna end, bro. It's just not gonna end, bro. What do you do? Because a lot of times, like we're saying culture, how do we fix it? What's the solution? How do we get rid of this? How do we turn things around? Are we cursed as a people? And then I was quickly reminded when I was looking at this video, this dude walking around with that gun. I was thinking to myself, some people, I think we really underestimate. We just assume that some of these people are raised in households where they're taught to have morals and values. And I'm quickly reminded, we just don't get it. A lot of people come from households where the gang culture, where violence is literally celebrated. They just taught how to do it the right way. And I've heard these conversations when I was younger. It's just those adults knew not to come to me with the nonsense. Yes, you heard me right. Adults are teaching children how to be gang members the right way. Saying things like gang members and being in a gang has gotten a bad reputation, but it's really people that don't know nothing about it. It's really about organization, and if you do it the right way, we really ain't gonna have no violence out here. We shouldn't have no violence out here if you know how to be a gang member the right way. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? It's adults like this. We are underestimating that it's adults that's teaching the kids like this. So when it's kids that's behaving like this and the adults or most of the adults in their life is teaching them to be this way, how can we blame them? What do? I just saw a situation in Detroit. In Detroit, a group of family members came together because one of their older family members passed away. In the midst of coming together to have conversations around the funeral, to handle the funeral arrangements, an argument broke out about something along the lines of the details of the situation. Two brothers got into a scuffle. Allegedly, one of their guns fell out of their pocket. The other brother picked up the gun and started pow-powing. The other family member started pow-powing back. 5 people got hit and got rushed to the hospital. 5 family members. These are people in their 50s. What do you do when the adults in the culture is behaving this way? What do you do? Here's a post on Facebook that went viral. This guy said, "This is bigger than one party. Conway Park just got shot up this weekend. 2 dead, 7 shot. My son was there. And so were a lot of other young dumb folks. But it ain't just about being at the wrong place. It's about how wild and reckless y'all have gotten. Y'all were partying, waving semi-automatic rifles and pistols in the air while dancing. Anybody could have accidentally let off a round, and some of you did. As a staunch Second Amendment supporter, let me say this plain. If your gun is out while you're partying, dancing, and showing off, you are not a gun owner. You are a dang fool. I always have, even when it wasn't quote-unquote legal. But the rule's the same now as it was then. Guns are for danger, not for clout, not for flex, not for fun. What y'all are doing is dumb. It ain't country dumb like we used to do, sneaking out to bonfires, backwoods, and 2-lane highways. This is city dumb, and city dumb will get you unalived. The saddest part, we ain't even from the city. Little Rock ain't no big city. Conway dang sure ain't no big city. Memphis barely makes the list. We're country folks making big city games we don't even understand, and it's unaliving us. You're mimicking a culture created by music videos, a fantasy that glorifies death, chaos, and clout. Art started imitating life, then life started imitating art. And now the lines blurred, y'all can't tell what's real anymore. It's bled into the trail rides, the cowboy stuff, the line dances, now even bonfires. And cowboy hats come with sagging pants, rifles in the air, and funerals instead of family reunions. This ain't the way. This ain't culture. This is self-destruction. And I'm tired of watching it happen. Grow the heck up. Value your life, or you'll lose it for real, and not in a rap song. Move smarter, live longer. And I 100% support everything that he just said. I'm literally, once I'm done recording, I'm about to make a Facebook post. Once again, as I've done several times on this channel, as I've done across social media, I'm going to do it again. And that is denouncing modern black culture. Not black culture from 60 years ago. Modern black culture. And I'm going to have a lot of people to support me. But I'm going to have so many black folks hopping in the comment section. This is not black culture. Stop convoluting the two. Stop consolidating both as the same things. This is gang culture. You tell me in 2025, after what we continuously see, how the lines aren't so blurred that it's the same thing. Tell me the difference. Because black culture back in the 50s is not the black culture that we see today, bro. It's not. And here's proof. Y'all tell me, man, how many family reunions do y'all have? Most families don't even have family reunions anymore. Why is that? Why is that so many so-called black families don't have family reunions as much as we did 70 years ago? Why? 50 years ago? Why? What's the answer to that? Even 30 years ago, why? Why is that? Because of the things that happen. It's not just family drama. It's the culture and the way in which we're brought up and the way we lack conflict resolution. That's what's happened, bro. This dude walking around toting his pistol, just recklessly handling his problems by way of just pow-powing at people. There is no question if I would have went, if I would have stayed. Whenever I find out there's a community event, I go for the very reasons I listed at the beginning of this video. And I only didn't stay because I had already prior engagements. I had another commitment. If my best friend would have went out there and would have stayed out there and something would have happened to him, I would have never forgiven myself. In life, I would have never forgiven myself. This is why people don't go out anymore. This is why we can't have fun anymore. Not because of white people, bro, but because of people that look like us. Rest in peace to everybody involved, man. I don't even know what to say.
Oh yeah, Didi got a podcast.